Too close. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. We're jumping right into the video talking about the C5 Corvette, which is right here behind me. Don't mind the fact that there's couches all over there inside the garage, but we're talking about the daily driving aspects of the C5 Corvette and how it's been going over the past couple of weeks since I've been trying to daily drive this thing. In short, I haven't been able to daily drive it as much as what I wanted to, partially because we did pick up the Ram Rebel now, so I've been definitely using that a lot more. But there's a couple reasons why I haven't been able to daily drive the Corvette. The positive things, first of all, ever since I installed the kill switch on the battery, the thing has been great. It's been pretty good, no issues with the battery dying. So pretty much right now it is off. The car is completely off. I just cut the power to the battery. But with this, I can just turn it on, and now it has power to the battery. So whenever I'm like just gonna park it or whatever, like I can just kill the battery. So now I have no issues with the thing dying or anything like that, and I can just cut it off whenever I want to. That's been great. And since I got the ignition switch changed as well, I've been very confident in driving the vehicle, taking it wherever I want to take it. When it's time to cut it off, I cut it off, and then I can turn it back on. The thing works beautifully. So there's no problems with that. Really, the biggest issue has just been really how low the vehicle is. And I know that's gonna sound weird, but it really is. Like out here, man, like in like the LA area, some of these roads are so bad, and I'm really shocked. You wouldn't think it just because of, you know, we're out here, there's no snow, there's no plows that are plowing, you know, and would destroy the roads. But some of these roads are really bad. If we were somewhere where like the roads were a lot better and I wasn't worried about, you know, literally losing a tire rim inside of a pothole, I feel like I could drive this a lot more. Even though, what was it, last weekend we went out, me and the wife, we took the Corvette. It was fun, but really the whole time driving home, I was just like, okay, can I make it over this road? It really just became stressful just driving inside of the street, just because I was so concerned of just hitting something. I didn't want to like damage the car. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those people that are like, yeah, this thing is a timeless classic, you know, can never be damaged, can never go out. No, it's still a car, you can still drive it, but I don't want to literally damage the vehicle. And like driving on some of the roads out here, I was just like, I'm gonna literally like break the car. So I didn't want to do that. So that's been one of the main reasons why I haven't been daily driving it as much as I want to. And this is coming from the guy who has daily driven a Challenger in the snow, a Camaro in the snow, driven a lot of just, you know, crazy things. So it's not like it's like so out of the ordinary. I thought to myself, like, yeah, this would be perfect. I can daily drive this thing. There'd be no problems at all. It really is just coming down to the road quality. Now, if we were somewhere else, do I think I could daily drive this thing? Like, if you live somewhere else, I think it's still very usable. The biggest thing besides for that is just how low the vehicle is getting in and out. I mean, you know, if you're younger, you wouldn't have any problems with this at all. I mean, I can still do it, but I'm not gonna lie to you. After a while, I'm like, man, this thing is kind of a lot to get in and out of, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. There's some compromises that you do have to, you know, live with. But if it's just you or you and your partner, yeah, you can get in and out of this thing, no sweat. The other nice thing is the trunk. The trunk actually in here is pretty big, so you can carry it pretty much wherever you want. I've definitely gone grocery shopping with this thing before. I've been able to fill it up, so that's not really a problem. And then even with adding this extra screen, this has helped out a lot. So we have more like infotainment, so I can put up my maps up there whenever I want to. I can take this thing down. So this has actually been pretty helpful a lot. And yes, I mean, it's old, it's kind of crinkly, everything kind of rattles around a bit. You should kind of move this, you know, the doors open and close. You can hear it. It's, you know, everyone's talked about this to death. The interior of the Corvette, it's not the greatest, but it's not like god awful. I mean, people drive worse things. It still is a fine vehicle. So it's not really like any of this that's really, you know, making it a hard thing to daily drive. And then yeah, even the fuel economy really isn't that bad. I mean, on the highway I can get 20 plus miles per gallon. In the city, you know, if you're getting on it, yeah, you're gonna not get great gas mileage, but you know, on the highway, this thing just kind of cruises, and it's like pretty nice, especially on the highway. It is a little bit noisy, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's just because of for my my top, the weather seal is kind of like loose, so I do need to like replace this. So it is kind of loud, it whistles and everything like that, but it's not like unbearable. But if you're used to more modern cars, that's gonna probably be annoying to you. It's really not that bad. But yeah, overall though, it's not a bad choice to daily drive this thing. With me saying all of that, I'm probably not going to daily drive it as much as what I want it to. I was saying the biggest thing is really how low it is, but the other thing is it does draw kind of a lot of attention, not necessarily like in a bad way, not necessarily because this thing is like, you know, the fastest or the most expensive thing or the coolest thing in the world. It really is because of whenever I drive this thing, I feel like, especially out here, I have a lot of people that are like, they want to race you. I remember I said before, it didn't really seem like I don't know, it didn't seem like there was a ton of people that wanted to, but I feel like with this, even if you're not even trying to, like, there is kind of that mindset of you want to go fast in it. And like a lot of times I'm just like, man, I just want to chill. I just, you know, I'm just going to the store, I'm just hanging out, you know, I'm not doing anything. So taking this all the time, it's, you know, it gets kind of, you know, a lot. Sometimes you're just like, yo, I'm just trying to go to the store. It just makes more sense just to jump inside of a truck, you know, and you're incognito, no one really knows, you know, you're just on your way. Don't have to do anything crazy. And that is another thing I am finding about myself. I do like that contrast of being able to drive just like a normal SUV. The thing I really liked about the Jeep before I had the Ram Rebel was you're in the Jeep, you know, no one's trying to race you, no one's ever, you know, like you're just, it's like whatever, you're instead of a Jeep Wrangler. Find the same thing even inside the truck. You know, you're just inside of a truck, you know, it's nothing crazy. Versus like driving this or driving even the Mustang GT too, you know, you do kind of, wouldn't say you draw attention, but you know, other people inside other cars do definitely notice you for sure. In short, can you daily drive it? Yes. Will it make a good daily driver? I would say yes, especially if you're younger and it's just you. Yeah, you can drive this thing. Man, if I lived like literally anywhere else, especially somewhere like where it's like not that much traffic or anything like that, yeah, I would totally daily drive this thing. It's a fun car to just have fun in, and when you want to get on it, you can get on it a little bit. And you know, it's relatively like, you know, it's relatively solid, especially now that I've done more things to it to make it more reliable. You know, it's definitely been a lot easier to daily drive and don't have that much worry about, you know, something breaking or anything like that. Speaking of attention and everything like that, really check out this video right here when I was talking about the 5 things I've learned about owning a C5 Corvette. A lot of good information in this thing if you're really curious about what's it like really owning a C5 Corvette. Check this video out. See you in the next one.